Hello and welcome to my corner of the cosmic world. This is High Priestess Indigo, and I'm back with another reading for the collective. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to start with a prayer. Almighty God, we ask that you cover this message. Let it be for your divine fulfillment and for the purpose and use of your spiritual gifts for your people. I can't pray today. God, I ask that you touch each and every person under the sound of my voice. Bless them. Meet them exactly where they are. God, I ask that you bind and block any and all negative energy in entities. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I bind it or return it to sender in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so let's get to our subconscious cards. So this could be past, present, or future. He or she, it's all energy. Just take it how it resonates for you. So our first card out, needing to address religious trauma, negative experiences related to cultural or religious upbringing that impacts one's spiritual well-being. So that's our first subconscious card here. Wow. Okay. Needing to heal an envy wound, feelings of resentment or bitterness toward others' successes, possessions, or qualities, reflecting a deep-seated sense of inadequacy or unworthiness within oneself, and a tendency to compare and compete rather than celebrate and collaborate. Envy, envy wound. Address wounds of anger and resentment, harboring deep-seated anger or resentment towards others, oneself, or a higher power, which can prevent healing and spiritual growth. Okay. Needing to heal an inferiority wound, pervasive feelings of inadequacy, unworthiness, and self doubt, often leading to comparison with others, seeking external validation, and a reluctance to pursue one's goal or dreams. So, okay. Needing to unpack a spiritual crisis, an intense and transformative spiritual experience that may initially cause distress but can lead to growth and understanding. This is giving ego death. It's giving ego death. Somebody's struggling with ego death. Or as they say, crisis of faith. Needing to heal from karmic blockages, obstacles resulting from past actions and choices affecting one's present circumstances. Okay, so those are the subconscious things that need addressing. So now let's have a look at the conscious level. I'm going to use the Divine Headquarters Oracle by Cosmic Family. Is Cosmic Family Oracle, I believe is the name. Cosmic Family Oracle is her channel. But check her out if you get a chance. She's really, really amazing. Okay. Spiritual Court. First card out. Okay, let's get some cards. Spiritual test passed. All right. Let's get some more cards here. Enemy. Grass is greener syndrome. Graduation. Oh, yeah. Let's get a few more cards and then we'll start this reading. Rejected God's gift. Ooh. Dark magic. Never fails. Arrogant, judgmental. Whew. Okay. healing, shielding you, ancestors sending you energy. Ooh, all right. High Priestess, there we go. Thanks for the confirmation. I just wanted to keep pulling a few more cards. Though I already knew when I was pulling the first six that this was for Divine Feminine. But here's my confirmation. This reading is for a Divine Feminine who is in a High Priestess. Um, you currently just passed the ultimate spiritual test. You are literally graduating. Woo-hoo-hoo. Graduation and spiritual test, like this double confirmation. And even more so, it's celebrated in spiritual court because you literally you were able to heal yourself from a narcissist, a major enemy of yours. Crazy part is you didn't even know this person was an enemy. You saw them as your twin flame. This is somebody who left you and discarded the relationship because they thought the grass was greener. Somebody who was working dark magic. And by dark magic, I mean this is somebody that was either speaking or thinking bad thoughts towards you, sending, negative energy towards you, wishing that you fail at life. This is somebody that wanted to see you fail. And they were thinking it and they were projecting it, and that's what we call dark magic. Like, it's not always somebody sitting somewhere with a voodoo doll and a locket of your hair. You can literally be wishing bad on people just by your thoughts. People are going to understand that more and more. This is somebody who was at one point meant to be connected to you. I feel like there was a spiritual contract and they rejected God's gift. You were God's gift to them. You were sent to be their helpmeet. You were their divine counterpart and they rejected God's gift. And as a matter of fact, when it happened in spiritual court, your ancestors have been shielding you from this person who's trying to now reconnect to your energy. See, what happens is, and it happens all the time with these arrogant, narcissistic type, is when they're faced with that decision to decide if they're going to choose love and growth and come and be your divine counterpart like they're supposed to, they choose to go and be in karmic cycles or be with some third party person because they're looking at the trappings. Maybe it looks like abundance, it's money. This person is catering to their ego and their lower vibrational frequencies because that's where that person's at. And once they reject the contract, there's like a convening that happens in spiritual court. And when that happened, when the contract was voided and you walked away and you chose yourself and you chose to heal and you chose to grow, that's where your graduation came in. And I feel like whoever you are, Divine Feminine, you had a lot of healing to do from this situation. You were somebody who has, you know, based off of your needing to heal religious trauma, I feel like you're somebody that went through what we call church hurt, where you come from maybe a spiritual or religious background where, unfortunately, a lot of the folks in church are just Pharisees. But that's a conversation a lot of people ain't ready to have. That's not a conversation a lot of people are ready to have right now. That the church has been overcome by the Pharisee energy, and people will put all kind of like repressive spiritual practices on you and try to get you to conform to a certain, image of what they feel like that religion is supposed to be. And a lot of people wind up spiritually hurt in behind that kind of stuff. And it causes religious trauma. And unfortunately, it's very deliberate because there's a lot of snakes that operate in the church that claim to be of the divine and they're not. But that's a whole nother conversation too, because that's being cleaned out too. Church is being cleaned out as we speak. So you were somebody who had a lot of anger and resentment, even outside of the religious trauma. You had envy wounds and feelings of inferiority and spiritual crisis. You actually started healing this stuff and has been healing this stuff. And as a matter of fact, you've done so much healing that, like I say, you have passed your spiritual test. Like I said, you started off with a lot of wounds. Is actually what made you susceptible to this narcissist in the first place. I mean, that's a secret a lot of people don't want to talk about. But when you're not healing and you're not actually addressing your inner child wounds, you become the perfect target for Jezebels and for narcissists. Sorry, y'all. This sage is saging today. It's saging the look. This energy is getting clean because the truth is coming out. Because when you have not done your spiritual work and you have not done your internal, you know, physical work in terms of like I say, healing yourself, you are a prime target for the narcissists and the users and the energy vampires of the world. This is somebody that literally, like I said, this was somebody that was supposed to be your divine counterpart, but instead they treated you like an enemy. This was your biggest, this, who should have been your biggest supporter, your biggest cheerleader, was actually your biggest enemy, your biggest op. And it's sad too. Like I said, this is somebody who rejected God's gift because they thought the grass was greener. And now they somewhere sitting stuck while you're in your high priestess energy. You passed your spiritual test. You've gotten your graduation, your cap and gown. You got your spiritual wings. And currently your ancestors, like I said, they're you're they're shielding you. You're protected. This person wants to come back into your life. They trying to creep back up into your life, but you're being shielded by your ancestors. I mean, they are really protecting you here. I love the artwork on this. You are being divinely protected. Let's get some more cards. Yeah, when you have not healed, start doing your work, you become easy prey. You're like a sitting duck. And they find the areas where you're vulnerable still, and that's how they infiltrate. Once again, there's the divine protection again. I mean, I can't reiterate this enough. You are being divinely protected. You do not have to operate. God did not give us a spirit of fear, whoever you are, divine feminine. I feel like I need to tell you that. You don't have to be afraid of what this person is trying to do and how they trying to get you back into mental and emotional bondage and slavery. You free now. You are free. Don't look back. You free. I am happy to tell anybody, once you get free of a narcissist, don't let them hoover you. Don't let them love bomb you, because they're going to come with the big guns. Once you get out of underneath them, they're going to try everything they can. Some might even do spell work. I saw 1414 on the timer when I said that. Yeah, this is somebody that was stealing your energy. They were stealing all of your good energy. This was somebody that was chipping away at your self-esteem when you were in a relationship with them. They like to do what I call it the death by 1,000 paper cuts. It's the slight sliver cuts that they do with the little put downs, the little things that's disguised as jokes, but it's wrapped in a put down. You know what people do, where it's like, oh, you would be really pretty if you did your hair a different way. Or just little things where it's like you cook the person a meal and everything's beautiful and they complain about, oh well, the peas didn't have enough butter, and you're like, what? Like it's little subtle stuff. I feel like this is the kind of um you know abuse you were being subjected to in this relationship with this narcissist. They were chipping away at your, taking little slices of your, taking and slicing away little pieces at your self esteem while you were in a relationship. I mean, this sage is saging today. Yeah, okay. This sage is saging. Um, yeah, I feel like this is somebody that was doing that, and you didn't even realize it at first because it was like, they try to disguise it as constructive criticism, but it's really just criticism. There's nothing constructive about it because there's no point in making somebody feel bad about you being nice enough to make them dinner, or you know they didn't like, you know the particular present you bought them because they feel like it wasn't fancy enough. Like, that's hurtful. Like, I've always been taught, if somebody gives you a gift, you say thank you. It's the thought that counts, not this person. I feel like they were constantly undermining, and like it's like this little subtle put downs. I feel like this is what you were dealing with in this relationship with this narcissist. And so they do what I call a lot of, especially covert narcissists, because I feel like that's what you were dealing with. This says biggity, but I feel like you were really dealing with a covert narcissist, where they kind of disguise it. They're not really as grandiose. They're not really out there with their their slights that they give you, but they're definitely slicing on you. And it's like you don't even notice it until you just wake up one day and you just realize you don't feel as confident about yourself. You don't feel as, just you're second guessing yourself. You're in your head. You're wondering if you're doing things wrong, because this it when you're with a narcissist, it's never enough. Like, you never feel like you can do enough because you can't. There's no pleasing somebody like this. And so this is somebody that, even though they were in a relationship with you, like I said, this was somebody that didn't just start doing dark magic when y'all separated and you got away from this person. Excuse me. This was somebody that was doing dark magic over you, speaking bad over your life, wishing bad on you. Like I said, this was somebody who you were in love with, and you were sent to be a help to this person. You were meant to be divine partners and be here and be light workers together, and this person treated you as an enemy. They saw you as their opposition, and they felt like you were competition to them. Like, it's crazy making, and I really don't understand. Like, even when I see this and I hear about it, I'm still just like, how, Sway? How do you take something that God gave you, the woman that God made for you, who's supposed to help you, and y'all help each other and y'all build and grow together? You start seeing them as an enemy, and you treat them as an enemy, and then you start doing things to harm the person. You start wishing bad on them. You start, hoping that they fail. You don't want to see them succeed. Like, that's dark magic. When you are wishing bad on people, when you are being hateful, and you saying underneath your breath, "Ooh, I hope she don't, she don't deserve nothing good." That's dark magic, people. That is dark magic. Like I say, nobody is sitting with a pentagram with a voodoo doll. I mean, there's still people that do that, but you don't have to do all of that to be working dark magic. Dark magic is putting your mouth and your energy on people in a negative way. And this is somebody that was constantly putting negative energy, projecting out negative energy towards you, Divine Feminine. Like I said, this was somebody that was constantly making you feel like you weren't enough. They were slicing away at your self-worth and your self-esteem, and doing little subtle digs and put downs and jokes at your expense. Like, this is the kind of person that, like, I feel like when they were younger, they're the kind of person that would see somebody walking and they would trip them on purpose just to get to see them fall and hurt themselves so they can laugh. Like, this is that kind of energy is given. Like, this is that kind of person. And they have no reason to trip the person. They just They just nasty like that. They just enjoy watching other people hurt. Like, that's narcissist. Yeah, this is somebody with a demonic perception. Enemy, demonic perception, dark magic, narcissist, a thief. Like, this is somebody that's so arrogant that they really thought that the grass was greener. They thought that they could have somebody better than the divine counterpart that God created, especially for them. Like, you prayed and asked God for your perfect person, and then God sends that perfect person, you the divine feminine, and they turn you into their enemy and start wishing bad on you and start projecting negative energy at you and hoping that you fail at life. They don't want to see you happy in love. They don't want to see you happy in your career. They don't want to see you, be abundant. They don't want to see you be happy or joyful. They want all the bad things in the world to happen to you. Somewhere Ice T from the Chappelle Show is saying, "Hate, hate, 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 hate." That's this person. They're a hater with a capital H. Hater. This is that person, and you just happen to be their divine counterpart. And this is really, I mean, there's always a reason that these kind of connections happen, and it's life lessons and lessons in it. But as somebody that was on the recipient end of a similar situation myself, I was like, really, God? Really? Really? Out of all the twin flames, I got to get the one that always wants to try to get on the short bus. Why? Why? And no offense to people that rode the short bus. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, I had to get the mate that wants to be the crash out. Gotcha. But that contract's over for me, just like this contract's over for you, because this person rejected God's gift. And they wanted you to feel like it was your fault. It was never your fault. There's nothing wrong with you. You were exactly who God created you to be. You try to help this person. You're trying to love this person. Some people don't feel love. Some people don't want love. Like I say, some these kind of people, these narcissists and Jezebels, they've rejected, killed, and mutilated their inner children when they were little. And they want everybody else to feel the same way because they are miserable and unhappy with themselves. That's not a you problem though. That's not a you fault. That's a them. And that's stuff they gotta heal. And most of these people, they refuse to heal. So there's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, this is somebody that you were constantly let down by, constantly disappointed, constantly breaking your heart. Like I say, that this person was stealing your energy and your time, wasting your time, because they know they didn't want to heal. They know they knew they didn't want to grow, but they wanted to hold on to you and wish bad on you. But you got out of this situation. You walked away and you healed, and you've been healing, and you are divinely protected. Like I say, your ancestors are shielding you from any and all negativity that this person is projecting at you, even still, since you've been out of this situation. You don't have to worry about that no more. All the things that you want, God is still sending your way. It's going to be a new divine counterpart because this old contract is done. This is somebody that wants to stay in a lower vibrational frequency and has chosen not to grow. They've dug their heels in and they decided that they know what's best for them. They ain't trying to hear what God talking about. Yeah, you broke through. You've been breaking through and you continue to break through. Like, you literally broke through that illusion that this narcissist had you under, had you thinking that you weren't enough, that you just needed to keep jumping through fiery hoops to please this person and they might give you some scraps of love. Mm-mm. You walked right on away from this. When the opportunity was presented with you, you chose you and you walked right on away from this. Can't heal nobody that don't want to heal. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Somewhere I'm hearing that. Now this is somebody that's trying to hold on to you for dear life. Because they're missing, honey. They're missing that good energy. Because that's what they were doing. They were feeding on your energy while slicing away at your self-worth and your self-esteem at the same time. Making you feel like you're the problem. And the irony is this person really needed you. Because now they out here literally running around with their cup out trying to get some energy off somebody. But people are waking up now. Yeah. Yeah, like I say, spiritual core, your ancestors. Your ancestors are working something out in your favor. They're negotiating new spiritual contracts with somebody that is going to love you wholeheartedly. That's going to be the divine emperor that he was supposed to be. Somebody that's doing their spiritual work or has done their spiritual work that's going to match your same energetic spiritual level and be the real high priest to your high priestess. That's coming in. Your ancestors have already been worked. I feel like they've already sealed the agreement already as part of your spiritual court with your graduation and you passing your spiritual test. They've already set you a new contract. You got new love coming in, whoever you are. That ain't got nothing to do with this person from the past. I feel like you don't even want this person from the past anyways. You were just holding in there because you were trying to uphold your end of the spiritual contract. Yep, there you go. There's the confirmation, new commitment, love, serious offer of love. That's what's coming in for you. Thank you, God, for the confirmation that you got new love coming in. Meanwhile, this ex person is trapped because they were chasing grass is greener and they were chasing money. So whoever they was going toward, it was all about the image. And maybe this person had, what looked like more abundance and more wealth. And the person that they went toward to already looked like they had the Ten of Pentacles. And to them, they looked like, oh, well, she's still struggling. But the struggle you were going through were things that this person were doing toward you, which is ironic. Like, imagine you trying to run a race and you're tethered to somebody, like, when you're a kid and you're doing a three-legged race, but you happen to be tethered to somebody who wasn't actually like pulling their weight. But somehow, even though this person tethered to you wasn't pulling their weight, you still managed to come in first. But then you realize the reason why you managed to come in first wasn't because of the strength of this other person, but it was really your strength. And that was part of what helped you get out of this situation, is that you finally realized, like, wait a minute, I finished a three-legged race with dead weight next to me. And I still managed to come out in first. So basically, this person wasn't of any help to me at all. I basically ran this whole race by myself. Well, what do I need this person for? They got trapped, chasing in behind money, going toward things that they felt was going to give them glamour and wealth and unlimited power. This is somebody that is truly fixated on all of the trappings of the world. They're caught up in wealth, glamour, how it looks, the appearance of things. It's all for show though. And they literally gave up their abundant life with you and what could have been a really beautiful spiritual divine connection. They got trapped by the illusions. I feel like this is somebody that ain't got no money now. Whatever it was that they thought they were investing in, whatever it was that they thought they were going to get by choosing the other option, all of that wound up being smoke and mirrors. And just as soon as they got over there and took that choice, that whole little box collapsed in on them. And the money actually snatched from underneath there, and they were just left under there with the trap. Wasn't no money actually really under there. The money they thought they saw really was, it was an illusion. Like I said, I feel like it ain't even real money. And if it is real money, it got snatched up underneath there, and they got left caught underneath the trap. But like I said, this is why you're moving on and you're growing and you're getting ready to come into your new love and your new commitment. This is somebody that is holding on. Like I said, they're holding on for dear life. This is somebody that is starting to understand that they really messed up. That they threw away what could have been all of their happiness for some pinnacles that turned out to be fake. Sucks to be them. Yeah. Like I said, this is somebody that is currently trying to hold on to you, and they're holding on for dear life because they're in an intrusive energy. They are literally spiritually dying because they do not have your energy to feed off of. You were the best thing in this connection, honestly. I'm going to say it one more time. You were the best thing in this connection. But like I said, you were running a three-legged race with a lame partner who was not even, like, you were literally dragging their body weight as you were trying to run this course, and you still managed to wind up in first. I mean, that's pretty incredible, Divine Feminine, whoever you are. They're obsessed, they're stalking, they're literally trying to attach themselves to your energy in any way possible. But you, like I say, the cords were cut, baby. You have graduated. You are flowing in your high priestess energy. You're in a whole different other vibrational bracket from this person. This person is still low vibrational. And as a matter of fact, since y'all have split, their vibrational frequency has gotten even lower. As yours is steady going up, theirs is steady going down. Because now they're getting hit by karma. And now they're going through all of that torment and, put downs and everything that they projected at you. That stuff got returned to center. Return to sender. Yeah, return to center. Because this, to be wishing dark magic and wishing dark energy and wishing, destruction and wishing failure on people. When that energy doesn't hit its mark, it has to go back to who sent it. And like I said, your ancestors were shielding you. So if you're shielded and all of that negativity that this person, that dark magic this person was projecting at you, doesn't hit you, it has to go back to the person that's sending it. That's the divine law. That's spiritual law. Cause and effect is karma. Has to go back to sender. What you put out there is what you get. So this person's getting exactly what they've been putting out in the world, all that hurt and stuff, and the people they were hurting. I mean, and it's sage is saging, just confirmation. That's I mean, this highly saged reading is just confirmation of how much healing you've done. Like, I take that as symbolic of your healing. Like, you've done a lot of healing. You have cleaned your energetic field of a lot of the negativity that this person was projecting onto you. Because before you realized what was happening, you were taking on this person's negative karma. You were taking on this person's feelings that they feel about themselves because they were projecting how they feel about themselves at you. They were making you the enemy because inside they feel like an enemy to themselves. Whoever needs to hear this, your kids are protected as well. You have angels protecting your children. Whoever needs to hear this, whoever this, this might be a special message for whoever's also watching. But I don't know if this Divine Feminine has kids, but if you do, they are protected. Or any Divine Feminine, anybody, Mad Divine Masculine, whoever, your children are protected. I feel like that was a very special message for somebody particularly. Even if you do have to co-parent with this person, your children are still protected. They're under divine protection as well. This person cannot affect them as well. Okay, see? Like I said, you're coming into your abundance era. Unexpected income. You're about to get a divine windfall. You see that? You see that heavenly hand and it's pouring out all its gold coins? That's exactly where you at. You are, like I said, you've done the work. You have done the work. You have passed the spiritual test. You have graduated. You have healed yourself. You love yourself. You understand your value and your worth. You trust God. You've been healing. You've been working and using your spiritual gifts. And like I said, you are coming into your abundance era. Your your ancestors have already negotiated your divine masculine. And honey, y'all gonna have some money, money. Money, money, money. Money. Yeah. There is plenty of money. And that's the irony, right? So here's the gag. This person left you to go towards money and got trapped, right? The money that he thought he was gonna get out of the situation, the abundance he thought he was gonna steal from you and rob from you, God took all of that back and was like, not only am you getting all of that back that they stole from you, but I'm gonna give you everything that they could have had if they had stayed with you, and then I'm gonna give you some more on top of that. Like that's what's happening here. I feel very clearly. I gotta tell you that. Like I feel like whoever you are, divine feminine, this person wanted to leave you financially destitute because they were running off to try to get some money, whatever it was they thought they was. Like I said, they thought the grass was greener, so they thought the grass was greener, so they rejected God's gift because they thought they was going toward money, and they thought they was going to be filthy rich at your expense. And God was like, "Oh really? Oh really? That's what you thought? That's what you thought was going to happen? You thought I was going to let you discard and throw a divine high priestess into the trash can, and you was going to be blessed from it? You going to put one of God's chosen ones in a trash can, in the spiritual trash heap, and you thought you were going to come up off of that? How, Sway? How?" Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This is hilarious because it's just like it's the absurdity for me. It's the absurdity for me. Audacity is at an all time high, baby. This person actually had the audacity to try to throw you in the trash bin. A high priestess. A high priestess. Sir, you didn't know that all the abundance was actually connected to the high priestess? That's how that works. See, the divine energy creates the nine of pentacles. And then when the emperor comes in, he hands her the 10th pentacle. And that is what creates, it unlocks the key to the divine couple and the wealth and the abundance and all of the blessings, the divine heavenly blessings. Um, he thought he was the one that had the abundance, that the abundance was attached to him. He thought he had drained you of that. Sir, no. No, you hadn't drained this divine feminine of nothing. I mean, you took some energy. Yeah. You wasted some time, but you couldn't destiny swap. Like this person was, and I don't even feel like this person necessarily was trying to destiny swap. I just feel like they actually were delusional enough to think that they were the gift. They were the gift. You were the gift. Because God says when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. Women, high priestess don't go looking for men. They don't go looking for the masculine energy. The masculine energy finds them. They're the gift. And they bring the abundance. And this person rejected God's gift. You were the gift. to this person. The gag was you were the abundance. You were the money that they went and they discarded you for to go look for and got trapped in a karmic cycle with probably some Jezebel low vibrational frequency that actually matched their energy. They just went and found their exact energetic match because honestly, you were only up and up already. Even when you first met this person, you were already vibrating at a higher frequency than this narcissist. And they really thought that they had done took all your resources and all of your great things and your pinnacles and they were going to run off and live in abundance. They could that they was gonna reject God's gift and they somehow still was gonna be blessed. It's the crazy making for me. Like that don't even make no sense. How sway? How you thought that was gonna happen? And now this person is out, trapped, blocked from your energy, and they gotta sit back and watch you come into all of this money. The same money that they thought that they was stealing and they thought that they was gonna go and get. That same money is now coming back to you and then so, tenfold. I feel like you're going to be so rich you ain't going to know what to do with the money. Be wise with it though. Because with great abundance and great wealth is a responsibility to be a good steward over what God gives you. So be faithful and be humble and be a good steward over what God gives you. That's the key to unlocking additional blessings and even more wealth. The more you are a good steward and faithful over what God gives you, the more He blesses you. And God knew that. That's why He had to really get this person out of the way because He knew that this person has a love of money. What the Bible says for the love of money is the root of all evil. This is somebody that has a love of money. For you, money is just a thing. Like you use it, it's just a thing. Like for you, money is a means to an end. Like you use it, you buy the things you need, you bless others with it, you're grateful for it, but you're not in love with money, which is why ironically all the money's coming to you because you're not obsessed with money. You don't see money as this I'm willing to kill, unalive or do crazy stuff to get it. You're like, okay, whatever. It's money. Like, there's more where that came from. Like, if I lost some money. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just keep working. That's how you see money. This person over here is like, I'm gonna give up my eternal life and my soul for some money. And that's what they basically did. They rejected God's gift. Their grass is greener thinking, and then getting trapped, chasing after pinnacles and money and things when they already had the blessing, which was you, Divine Feminine. You were already the blessing. You were already the gift. Well, now you're finna be somebody else's blessing. Now you're finna be somebody else's gift. And the person that's coming in for you ain't gonna be trying to treat you like you're a second class citizen in a relationship. This is somebody that's going to see you as their true divine partner and they're going to treat you as such and they're going to be so grateful that they have their person just like you going to be grateful that you have your person. Let's get a few more cards here. Yep, you are doing your divine mission work. Congratulations. Like I said, you have passed the spiritual test. You have chosen yourself. You have chosen your spiritual gifts. You have chosen the blessings of God. You have chosen, to continue to grow and heal. And as a result of all your hard work and you pushing through and you steady moving forward with grace and compassion, you didn't close up your heart. You didn't start hating people. You weren't being nasty and wishing. You weren't vibrating in this energy of wishing bad on people. Even this person who hurt you, you still have nothing but love and wish them love, but you loving them from a distance because you're moving on to the things that God has for you, your blessings. So keep up the amazing work and way to go, High Priestess. I see you out here shining and looking all beautiful and, using all your spiritual gifts and your spiritual, you know, being a blessing to other people and contributing to us going into this, newer, higher vibrational frequency, new earth. Okay, keep up the good work because your blessings are here and you are getting everything that you wanted and then some. Because, like I said, you passed the test, you have graduated, you got new love coming in, you got your divine mission work kicking in, and you got a whole lot of money coming in, a lot of abundance. And when we say, you know, income, it's not just money, it's all of the things that are attributed with abundance. Good health, good mental health, good, peace, love, all the fruits of the spirits. But you really are getting a lot of money. Like it's real money coming. Like I'm talking about like money you can actually count at the bank. Like you got a lot of money coming in, whoever you are, divine feminine, along with this love. So for all your great, amazing spiritual work and your healing and, healing all of that past trauma and things like that, you're getting everything that you deserve and then some. So be blessed.